Hey everybody, Charlie902 here and welcome back to Star Citizen. Today marks the first day of Invictus Launch Week, commonly known as Fleet Week. Today we focus on Anvil Aerospace as they show off their military wares inside the Vision Center here on beautiful Crusader. Join me as we take a look through the expo hall and see what's on offer. Okay, here we go. Invictus Launch Week 2952, Anvil Aerospace. Bit stuttery today. Let's go see what we have on offer. So it looks like we have the Spartan, the Ballista, Crucible, Legionnaire, and Liberator down below. And we've got the flight-ready ships up top here. Let's go ahead and check them out. So right in front of us we have the Anvil Carrack, one of my favorite ships in the verse. Ex-military turned civilian exploration ship. Awesome ship. Has a rover bay dedicated in the front here, as well as up top a snubcraft bay. Not really snub, because the Pisces goes in the small bay up top, and it actually has a quantum drive, so it's not really a snub. But this will be the mothership for it. Awesome ship. I have a full tour in one of my other ship review videos. Go check that out if you're interested in seeing the whole ship. But it's still awesome. This hangar here, which is dedicated. Alright, let's continue on. So the Pisces, the ship that will dock inside of the hangar on the Carrack. It's right here. Great little ship. I love this thing. It looks like the shuttle from Star Trek. Couple weapons in the front, as well as a couple weapons on the side if you get the Expedition version. That's this one here, C8X. It's a ramp, which I love. You can easily get inside and out. You've got a couple SCU storage. You've got a couple jump seats. Let me turn on my... I can't turn on my light for some reason. And decent view. Not the best view, but not the worst view either. But all in all, just a lot of ship in a compact little tiny package. And I love this thing. Great little ship. Alright, what else we got up here? We have an Arrow. Talking about a lot in a tiny package, the Arrow is probably one of the best, if not the best fighters currently. It is a light fighter. It's got a good weapons package. It's very maneuverable, very fast. And it is tiny. Look at the size of this thing. Wings fold up. Takes up a very small footprint. This is a great little ship. It being tiny allows it to dodge a lot of incoming fire, as well as fit inside of a lot of other ships and on tiny landing pads and park and land in areas that you would normally not be able to park and land larger ships. All right, let's go downstairs real quick, check out what's downstairs. All right, here we go. So this is the Spartan. It's hard to tell from the front. The Ballista and the Spartan look very similar. Spartan is a troop carrier, as you can see in the back here. There's a replace me ball here. Awesome. Weapons racks, component access. Can we open these? We can indeed. There's your components. There is storage. Awesome. Let's exit from that. All right, here's, I guess you'd call cockpit. It is a ground vehicle, though, so this is cab would probably be a better term. Open door. Don't leave me back here. Then you have egress on either side, as well as the back ramp here so that you can get your troops out quickly and efficiently. All in all, a good little vehicle. I'm not too interested in the ground vehicles other than the tank myself. All right. We're going to check out the Ballista on the other side, but first let's go look at the holo viewers for the concept vehicles. Very ethereal sounding music here. What do we have here? This looks like the Liberator. I am very interested. No, this is not the Liberator. Why did I say that? That is the Crucible. It's weird from that angle. So the Crucible is a repair ship. And this front section right along here is a detachable garage that they call the Scarab. So this portion can actually be dropped off, and it has its own life support and power supply. During concept, it was said that you could put a Hornet in here and actually close the Scarab up so that you have a sealed environment to work on the Hornet. But you can also remove the Scarab, and there are arms on either side to work on larger ships. So the Crucible can repair ships larger than itself. It's got a really unique cockpit. Let's see if we can see it from back here. This whole circular section rotates. So you can look forward, or you can turn around to look at the Scarab and look down on what you're repairing down there. Quite a unique ship. I do have one of these in my fleet. I feel that if you do have a large fleet, then you're not complete without having a Crucible to help repair, refuel, and rearm that fleet. Moving on. This is the new concept ship. What did they call it again? Legionnaire, right? Yeah, this is the Anvil Legionnaire, which is a boarding ship. It is a specialty boarding ship. There is a proboscis, for lack of a better term. It's a docking collar that extends from here, and you can hack into enemy ships to get docking rights, dock with that collar, and then let your troops out through that tunnel that will extend, almost like a sky bridge on a terminal for an airport. There you go. Anvil Legionnaire. When the operation calls for a hostile takeover of an enemy vehicle station, the Anvil Legionnaire is ready to report for duty. With 8 drop seats, versatile docking options, and an advanced security infiltration system, even the most difficult of boarding actions is feasible with a Legionnaire in your fleet. I think this is a cool ship, but it is not one that I personally am interested in. The price is also not too bad. I believe it's $100 war bond and $120 with store credit. Here we go. Here's the Liberator. This is what I'm probably going to be picking up this fleet week, if I can speak properly. So this is a transporter ship, and it has, if you can see here, it has a garage here for ground vehicles, as well as landing pads on top and in front here. So I think you can carry 2 extra small, 1 extra small ship, and then a few tanks inside of the garage, which I think is really cool. So you could use this, in my mind, I see this as putting a prospector, maybe if it'll fit, an expanse, maybe an arrow for protection, or maybe even another prospector, and then inside the bay put some rocks for mining, and maybe some rock DSs. And you can go and do set up mining operations on the planet, fill your cargo hold up with refined materials if you can put the expanse on there, and then bring that back for profit. Or you could do exploration ops. There's a myriad of things you could use this for. I love this ship. I think it is a cool design, and it's a cool ship. I know it looks like a wedge, but I like it. Anvil, their design reminds me of the 1980s version of the future. Like the alien-esque design, and the Carrack especially. Even though the Reclaimer seems to be the most like the Nostromo, everything else from Anvil seems to fit like that aesthetic, though, like the dropship. So this is the Ballista. It is a surface-to-air missile platform. The front end looks just like the Spartan, except for it's not as illuminated in here. But the rear section here is surface-to-air platform. I don't know if you can hear it on your side, but the music is extremely loud in here. Almost too loud. For me, anyway. I'll have it turned down in the recording, but hopefully it won't translate too loud for you guys. Alright, so now we're going to pop up on the other side over here with the Pisces, and then we're going to check out the side hall. Alright, Apex Hall. Oh, so over here we missed a couple. Wonder if there's some over there. We'll have to check that out too. This is the Anvil Hawk. This is the most Macross looking of all of the ships here. It transforms. It is a bounty hunting ship. I really like it. I don't want one personally. I wouldn't mind earning it in the verse, but I'm not going to purchase it with real money. But the Hawk is a bounty hunting ship which has a prisoner pod, I guess? A prisoner chair on the back here. You can see it up in there. What do they call it? Prisoner seat. So you can go get your bounty, put it in this back section here, lock them in there, and then go turn them in for great profit. Okay, I think I saw a terrapin. Yeah, this is a terrapin over on this side. This is a heavily armored scout ship with tons of NPCs doing weird things around it. I love and hate this ship. I think scout is the wrong role for this ship. I think this should be a heavy science ship. And I think you probably could use it for that. This chair is a bit odd here, the Darth Vader chair. And then you can see the cockpit view here. But I think scout and heavily armored don't match. I think scout and like quick and stealthy match. I think heavily armored works better for hostile environments and surveying slash finding like minerals and ores. So hopefully you can use it in that manner. But it is billed as a military scout, which once again I think is a weird choice for a ship so heavily armored. Though I do like the aesthetic and I like the size. All right, let's check on the other side of the Carrack over here, see if there are any other ships. Running as fast as I can. Hopefully you won't get out of breath and pass out. So there was the Arrow. There's one over here. Is this a Gladiator? This is indeed a Gladiator. A Gladiator is a fighter bomber. Is a two-person ship. Let's see if we can open it. Okay, if you can look up here, you have the gunner's seat here and the pilot's seat here. And they both come down on rails, and you hop in and it pulls you back up. All right, so if we look over here, you'll see the bomb bay doors right here. This ship isn't in the best position right now. It's had a lot of neglect since it was first introduced many, many years ago. I think it'll be brought up to gold standard, and once they give it some attention, I think it could be a really cool ship. But as it stands right now, it's not the best. All right, let's go to the side hallway and check out the other showroom. Man, the Carrack just looks amazing. I just love that ship so much. The Carrack has went up in price so much, but it still seems to be a great value, even with the extended price. Or not extended, but increased price. Oh, it looks like we have an F8 Lightning in the little adjoining vestibule over here. F8 Lightning is Anvil's premier superiority fighter. See it here, it has a custom livery on it. Squadron 999's F8 Lightning. You guys can read that. I'll scroll down here. But yes, this is the ship you should not be able to purchase unless you beat Squadron 42 single player. You should then be given the ability to purchase this ship, if I'm not mistaken. I could be wrong on that, but that was the last I remember hearing about this heavy fighter here. As you can tell, it's very heavily armed. Has a very unique design to it. The Lightning. All right, let's continue on. United in purpose. Awesome. Cool. What do we got here? We've got the Naval Oath and Naval uniforms. All right. It's like a Valkyrie in the center, another Lightning, a Hurricane over there, and a couple of Hornets over here. Do they not have all the Hornets? Did I miss them? Maybe not. So this looks like an F-7A. This is the military variant of the Hornet. This is the one that's a little newer. It's got a little more streamlined angles to it. Intakes. The front end's different. A little more heavily armed. This is the most common fighter, I believe, of the UE Navy. The current fighter that they use that isn't the heavy fighter such as the F-8. Upgunned on the side. These look like Revenants, which means this would be size 4s on the wing. And then you have a canard turret here, what looks like dual size 2s, if I'm not mistaken. Those could be size 1s, though. I'm not 100%. And then you should have dual size 3s up top. I could be wrong on that as well. And then this is the F-7 civilian Hornet. F-7C, you can see down here for civilian. It's the guns are dropped down, and as you can see, you got more angular shapes. It's kind of an older version, an older model. Okay, as we walk over here, we'll take note of the Valkyrie, which is a heavy drop ship / gunship. I have a full review on that on my channel as well. Check that out if you wish to see a full walkthrough and opinion of this ship. But as you can see, you get a nice big bay here that you can put a vehicle in and our cargo as well. Originally, you couldn't put cargo in there, and then they changed it to where you could. You can see the rotating VTOL engines that are a staple with Anvil design. You notice that on the Terrapin and the Legionnaire as well. All right, we head over to this side. We've got another heavy fighter. This is the Hurricane. The Hurricane is a turret-based fighter, so you have 2 size 4s on the front and 4 size 3s in the turret. All right, so you actually have a lot of firepower with this ship. Medium shield as well. To enter the gunner's seat, you got to kind of ride a little seat up here. And then the pilot's job is just to get the gunner in a good position in order to lay down fire from quad size 3s. All right, and here's a better view of the F-8 Lightning. You can see the guns on that. Just tons of weapons on this thing. Tons of weapons. Cool ship, albeit a little big, and these are a little weird, I think. I don't know why they exist, but sure, I guess, to make it look cool. Not purchasable. At least not until Squadron 42 is complete, or if you buy every ship that Star Citizen offers, or you may be able to get it if you spend quite a bit and get one as a reward for that. All right, so let's continue on. I think that's it. I'm looking for the other Hornets. I didn't see them. Let's check the map and make sure we didn't miss anything. Look at the size of this weapon over here. That is massive. Massive. All right, let's check the map again. Make sure we didn't miss anything. Hush. All right, so if we run over here, we check this out. Yeah, so we don't have all the Hornets. I'm actually glad for that. It gets a little redundant to look at them all, but there is a Hornet variant for tracking. It has a radar dish instead of that central turret. There's a Hornet for stealth that removes that central turret for a thruster dampening module, whatever that is, a stealth module. Oh, everybody stopped moving. Server must be about to crash. And then there's a Super Hornet, which is the closest you can get to the military version of the Hornet, which features a dual canopy for gunner and pilot. And the gunner can take over the remote turret. But yeah, what I would be looking for if I was here is some of these concept ships, like the Crucible especially. I think a lot of people sleep on that ship. The Liberator is very interesting for me. The Arrow is a great ship, though it's always for sale. And yeah, the Carrack, if you've got the funds and you want it, the Carrack is an awesome, awesome ship. I mean, just look at that. Look at that profile there. Such a cool ship. All right, well, that's going to do it for Anvil's Day of Invictus. We'll see you during the next Manufacturer's Day. Thanks for watching. If you enjoy my content, please consider a like, a comment, and or a subscribe. Stay tuned for the next episode. We'll see you then. Bye-bye.